Good morning and welcome to Mornings on Main Street for this Tuesday, the 16th of January. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. Thanks for joining us today. Coming up, a couple of reminders before you get back out on the roads as you're driving in some areas that have been well treated. Again, our roads department doing an incredible job throughout the Middle Tennessee area. But for those that may be using secondary roads, really some important tips as you're driving and some things to store away in your mind as you're getting back on the road just to be aware of as you head out. That is coming up for you. After that, with the snow and the frigid temperatures, some may be thinking, oh, I need to plan that tropical getaway. Well, we have some fun tips for you. Tips, trends, and other information coming from Queen of Fun travel agent Morgan James. You'll hear from her in just a little bit. And then lastly, our Tennessee traveler Tom Adkinson shares with us landmark booksellers and why you should make a visit. But first, let's get a check of our headlines and stories that you'll find at mainstreetmediatn.com. Monday, people throughout the country took time to observe Dr. Martin Luther King Day. The day is for honoring the birthday of this very important American. Locations such as Habitat for Humanity Clarksville Restore planned a volunteer service day. Maybe we could all challenge ourselves to set time aside to serve before the end of the month. Energy Land and Infrastructure Inc. of Nashville will be the business to design the pedestrian bridge over Broad Street in Murfreesboro. The pedestrian bridge concept was one of the big ideas from the historic Bottoms planning study intended to connect the Bottoms with downtown. Read more about Phase 1 and 2 of this project at our website by going to Murfreesboro Post. Forever chemicals. Toxic substances pass through the food that accumulate in an animal's organs and muscle tissue. The chemicals never dissipate, eventually reaching a level harmful to humans. Find out why biologists in a number of states are concerned about the impact of forever chemicals by going to mainstreetmediatn.com. Look for Larry Woody's article, First Chemical, Poisoned Fish, Now Deer. Let's get a check of the forecast now with the team over at Tennessee Valley Weather.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather on Main Street.
Hey there, folks. Happy Tuesday. Ben Luna here with your weather on Main Street for this Tuesday. More dangerously cold temperatures across the region as you head into the afternoon. Many of you lucky to see the upper teens, if not 20, down toward the Alabama state line, but that's going to be few and far between as we head toward this afternoon. And then by tonight, with an overall clear sky in place, temps are going to be plummeting all the way down to near zero, if not below zero, in several hills and hollers across the mid-state region. Morning lows on Wednesday averaging at 2 degrees. Back tomorrow, still a frigid day, well below freezing. And then on Thursday, we do finally bump above freezing long enough that some of that stuff that fell across the region for the past couple of days will melt just a little bit, but we do have a reinforcement of colder air and the potential for another wintry mix here Thursday night into Friday. We are watching that for you. We finally clear out again for Saturday and Sunday, but notice temperatures to start the weekend very cold and only in the 30s for that heat wave coming on Sunday. That is a look at your weather on Main Street for this Tuesday. Thanks for stopping by. I'll leave you with a final look at the 7-day forecast. Here's hoping you have a safe and great Tuesday. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Tennessee Valley Weather, for keeping us updated on the forecast. And a big shout out to all of our road crews throughout Tennessee. Thank you for working as hard as you have to treat the roadways to help make sure that we stay safe as we travel out. Speaking of traveling out, I know so many of us stayed home yesterday, deciding not to get out into the elements, having a little fun, wherever we live. But today, some of you may be saying, okay, I need to get somewhere, whether it be to work or to the grocery store or something like that. You may be getting out, if not today, tomorrow. So things just to keep in the forefront of your mind. And I say this because we all know the information that I'm getting ready to share with you. Again, the roads are going to be dangerous and you may be on black ice before you know it, and that can cause an accident. And I would hate that. So just a few reminders as you head out. First off, clear the snow from your car if you were parked in a driveway or along the side of a road. Clear off the snow from the windshield, the back window, and the top of your vehicle. That flying snow actually has the potential to cause an accident. Yep, it could happen. Also, allow yourself enough time to get where you're going. Drive slow. Again, it's not about what you see here on the top of the road. It's not this snow right here, really. I mean, though that is dangerous, but it's what's packed underneath, the slush and the ice, because anything that has thawed will freeze again. So you're on that black ice, you don't even know until you've hit it, and that could cause you to slip and slide all over the road. So not only do you want to keep yourself safe, but you want to keep the other motorists around you safe as well. So do take it easy. As you're traveling, put at least one car distance, one car length between you and the vehicle in front of you. That's always recommended. So again, just leave yourself enough space and take your time. It is, no sense being in a hurry when you have conditions like this on the roadways. I want to leave you with a couple of numbers that I did look up that we found on the Department of Transportation website. Here's this. Over 1,300 people are killed and more than 116,000 people are injured in vehicle crashes on snowy, slushy, and icy roadways annually. And then every year, nearly 900 people are killed and nearly 76,000 injured for crashes due to snowfall or sleet. Again, don't be one of those numbers. Give consideration to other drivers, to yourself as you're driving, and stay safe when you head back out onto the roads, whether it be today, tomorrow, or later on in the week. All right, stick with us here on Mornings on Main Street. We have more coming up for you after this.
Beginning January 1, Delta Dental of Tennessee is introducing enhanced benefits for persons with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
It'll include extra cleaning times for people with special needs, extra time for exams. More importantly, we will create a training program that any dentist office in the state can go online and pick that up.
At Delta Dental, we believe that the quality of oral health care should be accessible and inclusive for all.
He shoots, and he scores!
This holiday season, the largest lantern festival in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. Witness more than 1,000 handcrafted Chinese lanterns featuring brand new designs, including towering mythical beasts, a life-sized Santa's workshop, and a 100-foot-long dragon. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Welcome back. This morning, we are touching on travel. So many of us probably making that travel plan, our next spot to go and just relax and get away. To help us with this, we have Queen of Fun travel agent Morgan James. So happy to have you back. It's been too long. Good to see you, Morgan.
Thanks for having me on the show again, Stephanie. Great to see you, and Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year to you too. When we first talked to you, you had just kind of gotten into this role of travel agent. However, you have been the queen of travel as far as I have known you in your adult life. Good friends with your sister is one of my best friends. And so I have just watched you travel all over. And I'm like, who better to tell us and share with us, some tips and all of that. So glad you're in this position and sharing your knowledge with us. And my first question with you as a travel agent, what's the actual benefit of working with someone in that role?
That's a great question, and one that I get very frequently, Stephanie. The benefits of working with a travel agent, there's quite a few of them, actually. But starting off with, most importantly, is peace of mind. when you incorporate a travel agent into your vacation plans, whether it's solo travel, family travel, or group travel, that peace of mind is so critical. Whether you're going to an international destination or you're staying in the States, being able to incorporate a travel agent, if anything arises that is unexpected, delays in flights, cancellations in flights, hotels not up to your expectations, travel agents are always there to support you in those times of need that you would not get if you were booking on your own. Also, with travel agents, we are contracted with thousands of vendors around the globe, whether it's cruise lines, hotel lines, even tour companies like Viator, for example. So with us being contracted with them, using a travel agent, you're going to be able to get discounted rates through our contracts.
Ooh, okay. 2 keywords there, discount rates. So love hearing that for sure. How many months in advance should we reach out to that travel agent to start building that rapport and working on that destination?
So for domestic travel, 1 to 3 months in advance is best practice. And for international travel, 5 to 8 months in advance, but no more than 11, because that's when flights and hotel prices aren't published yet.
Okay. Good to know. Let's talk about trends. So many trends, I'm sure, coming up in 2024 this year. So what do we have?
Yeah, there's 7 really cool travel trends that are showing up in the 2024 travel season, and I'm really excited about all of them. The first one is set jetting. And thanks to the show White Lotus and Game of Thrones, a lot of travelers are looking for destination inspiration from their favorite TV shows and movies. The second, yeah, isn't that fun?
It is. I'm thinking of what was the one, oh my gosh, it's not coming to me. Not Game of Thrones, but it was another Scottish one. It was a love story. They traveled in time.
I know what you're talking about. Was it Outlander?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Anyways, continue on.
Yeah. I want to go to Scotland now because of that show. See?
Yes.
The next one is concert travel. So lots of people are traveling domestically and international to see their favorite bands play, as well as attending music festivals.
Okay. And then number 3?
Michelin guide travel, which is really new to the industry. In fact, it's just rolling out this year. We're all familiar with Michelin star restaurant guides. Yes. Well, Michelin is rolling out Michelin Keys Guide, which is extraordinary hotels throughout the globe that they are including in their guides.
Oh, that's incredible. That's one I would love to see. Okay, what's number 4 on the list?
Wellness travel. Lots of people are doing yoga retreats, self-reflection retreats, meditation retreats. They want to travel and fuel themselves mentally and physically and travel for a purpose.
Oh, that I love. And I love that people are starting to put themselves first and looking at, again, their well-being and health. We recently had a segment with talking about well-being in the new year. Okay, what do we have after that?
The 5th one is sustainable travel. So lots of people are looking to stay at resorts that have recycling, that they're not overusing plastic. Maybe they require mineral sunscreen to swim in their beaches so it doesn't affect the coral reefs. So seeking out those sustainable tourism organizations.
Oh, okay. And then the last 2?
We have culinary travel. So people going to specific destinations for the food and the wine. Love that.
Yeah, could that tie in with the Michelin travel?
It absolutely could. Yes.
Okay. Okay, go on to number 7.
And then lastly, which is one of my favorite trends and something I've been doing for years, is shoulder season travel. And shoulder season is spring and fall. And that's when travelers can expect less crowds and more affordable hotels and flights.
Now, I do love that. Again, that's all of the trends are fantastic. And I do love your favorite there on number 7. And I'm guessing that with budget can really help when families are budgeting, especially if you're traveling with children.
Mm-hmm.
I have to ask, how do you work with those who want to travel for like a Disney destination?
I bring in my Disney expert. Yeah. Yes, I'll have to be honest with that. I am not a Disney expert. I am a Europe expert and mostly international travel. So at the Queen of Fun Travel Agency, we do have a Disney expert that for families looking to enjoy and travel to Disney, I send them their way. So there are a lot of Disney experts out there, and it can get really complicated and overwhelming to book a Disney trip. So I do encourage you, if you haven't done it before, to reach out to Queen of Fun Travel Agency or any other travel agent you know that is an expert in Disney.
Morgan, I love that as Queen of Fun Travel, as you guys work together, you do send, to the expert of that location. That is fantastic. Okay, let's talk about budgeting for an adventure. What's the right way to set up that budget?
Starting a conversation with your spouse is the number one thing. Having a realistic conversation about what you can and can't do. That's the one question I always ask my clients during our initial consult call is, what is your budget? If you haven't started talking about it, talk about it now, because travel can get expensive, but there's a lot of budget options out there as well. So have a transparent conversation with your significant other to establish what that budget threshold looks like, and then share that information at the beginning of your conversations with your travel agent, because they can most definitely work within your budget parameters.
That is great to know. Okay, last question for you this morning. What may be off of our radar that you have the information about, just being in the know?
Destination-wise?
Yes.
I would say that Portugal is really hot to travel to right now. People are flocking there. It's an incredibly affordable destination to go to. It's not a large country. And then the Azore Islands, right off of the country of Portugal, is almost like a Jurassic Park scene. It's a really, really cool destination. A lot of people are traveling there right now, but the prices are not reflecting that yet. So Portugal and the Azore Islands is a great destination that I encourage you to add to your bucket list for 2024.
Okay, friends out there, you heard it. Morgan James, put that on your list and really take some of this information to heart and, work with it. Because again, we just want to save you and make your travel as easy as possible. Because again, when you're traveling, you're doing it for fun. You want to go and just have the best time. So Morgan, thank you. Any final thoughts before we let you go on with your day?
I appreciate the time that we've had together. I do always encourage everyone to consult Queen of Fun Travel or your local travel agent to ensure a flawless and fun vacation for you and your family.
Morgan, thank you so much. Have a wonderful time. Cannot wait to see where you travel to next as well.
Thank you, Stephanie. It'll be Costa Rica next month.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't wait to see the Thank you for sharing that. Have a good day. Oh, you guys stick with us here on Mornings on Main Street. We'll be right back.
At Implant and General Dentistry, we're proud to offer dental care you can trust. Our team, led by Dr. Andrew Flips, is dedicated to serving our community with the highest quality of care. We offer comprehensive dental exams, cleanings, whitening, and more. With our compassionate and experienced team, you'll be able to smile with confidence. Come experience the difference for yourself. Call us today to schedule an appointment or visit our website to learn more.
Sherry's Hope is dedicated to sharing the hope of Christ, protecting the health of our community, and supporting those who are fighting cancer. You can be a champion of hope this season. When you give monthly to Sherry's Hope, you help meet the needs of families in our community as they are battling cancer. Your monthly gift of $10 or more gives hope all year. Together, we can make a difference.
At Chapels, we pride ourselves on offering a wide variety of the freshest fruits and vegetables, handpicked just for you. We have a wide selection of the freshest, highest quality meats that will leave your taste buds craving more. Our friendly staff is always ready to lend a helping hand. We believe in treating every customer like family because at Chapels, your family is our family. We've been locally owned and operated for over 60 years. You can visit any of our Chapels locations in Dixon, White Bluff, McEwen, and Centerville.
Welcome back. You know, a lot of times on Wednesdays we talk about exercising. Well, today we're going to talk about exercising your mind. And where can you do that? You can do it at one of the oldest buildings in Franklin, Tennessee. It is a building now that houses Landmark Booksellers. And to tell us all about what's in store for you when you make a trip to this particular shop, we have our Tennessee traveler, Tom Adkinson, with us this morning to talk to us all about Landmark Booksellers. First off, Tom, always a pleasure.
Thank you, ma'am. Nice to be here.
Well, happy to have you. So what is this bookstore?
It's a historical treasure itself, even if it didn't have thousands and thousands of really cool books in it. Right now, the incarnation, it has been since 2005 as Landmark Booksellers.
Okay.
And it is a store that has new books, but it has a great specialty in older books and rare books. So if you're looking for a William Faulkner signed edition of something, you can find it there, or you have a good chance of finding it. All manner of really nice, peculiar, in the sense of rare, special things. And the owners, Joel and Carol Tomlin, they'll help you find stuff. They're good.
And it's a bookstore that you can actually we can down and pick up a book and read right there, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's lots of contemporary titles in there. There are places to sit and read. I'll bet they wouldn't mind if you came in and sat down and read for a while, put a book back on the shelf and left. They are that nice.
I love spots like that. Now, how old is the building exactly? Do you know?
It was built somewhere between 1806 and 1808. They're sure of that 2-year time span. I think one of the really neat things about it is there are four big white columns out front. Each is a solid Tennessee poplar tree. That means those trees have been holding that part of that building up for more than 200 years.
Wow. I don't know what surprises me more, either that or the fact that they had their first inventory was more than 35,000 books.
Yep. Joel told me that he and his wife were looking for something that they could do together, which is a commendable exercise for any marriage. But they found a bookseller in Green Hills in Nashville who was wrapping up his career, and they acquired his collection that had 35,000 volumes in it. And that was the core of what the Tomlins started Landmark Booksellers. And obviously it's grown from then. As Joel likes to say, they have books now that are from $10 to $10,000.
Wow. Oh my God. Well, what's their foot traffic like? So, I mean, being in Franklin, what do they see coming through the doors?
It's people from all over, and certainly not just locals. Franklin's popular as a destination. There is one special aspect of Landmark. There's a very popular writer named Karen Kingsbury, and she has written probably dozens and dozens of books. She set one of them in a bookstore that is absolutely Landmark Booksellers. It has another name, but the location and characters are Landmark. So consequently, her fans gravitate to Franklin and to Landmark to see the place where one of her books was set.
That's incredible. Any other historical elements inside of the building? Because again, the building itself is old. You have a lot of good books, but other than that?
Well, the Tomlins have set up something really very nice. There is a wall with framed photographs, portraits of 20 old people, 20 old Southern authors. And you'll recognize some of them right off the bat. I mean, there's William Faulkner, and there's James Agee, and there's Margaret Mitchell. But the test is, Joel says, if you can sit there and name all 20 of them, he'll give you a book. And he said he's had only one person who's succeeded doing that.
That was going to be my next question. And did you try?
Oh, I was there with a friend, and we looked, and we got maybe 60% of them, and then we're embarrassed when Joel identified the rest of them. It's almost impossible.
Well, on that, I have to ask, so the person that did actually guess all of them, how old was that individual at the time? Did he share that?
I don't know his age, but he was a literature professor from the University of Georgia. He had an inside track on winning.
Some knowledge probably that most of us do not have.
Correct.
And how did you stumble across this particular bookstore?
Oh, it's famous. It really is. I'm not a Karen Kingsbury fan, but Landmark is famous in the independent bookstore world. And I love sending people out from Nashville. That's the theme of the Tennessee Traveler in Main Street, Nashville. And sending them to a classic independent bookstore is just a fun story.
I would say Landmark Booksellers. Put it on your list if you're listening to this. Make sure you make a trip to Franklin, Tennessee to visit this particular shop. Tom, thank you so much. We always appreciate you.
I have one special reason to go.
Please.
Tomorrow, Thursday, 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, I'll be there signing copies of my new book, 100 Things to Do in Nashville Before You Die. And in true Nashville fashion, I'm going to have a songwriter there with me, a wonderful guy named Les Kerr. And Les is going to intersperse some of my babbling with songs that relate to some of the things I'm talking about. It's going to be a fun time, Thursday, 5 to 7 p.m.
It doesn't get any better than that, you guys. Tom Adkinson and Les Kerr right there on Thursday. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Look forward to seeing you, and y'all keep traveling.
We will do it. Thanks, Tom. Until the next time, we'll stick with us here on Mornings on Main Street because we have a little bit more coming up after this.
Welcome to Grin Doctors, your trusted pediatric dentistry and orthodontics practice. Achieve healthy, beautiful smiles with our expert care. At Grin Doctors, we are committed to your child's oral health and well-being. Trust Grin Doctors, your pediatric dental home for exceptional care. We go above and beyond to ensure the comfort and satisfaction of our young patients. Grin Doctors Kids Dental and Orthodontics is right down the street in Old Hickory, TN. Easy to get to and in your neighborhood.
You know that feeling you get when your team goes big? You can get that same feeling on Zen Sports. When you sign up for a Zen Sports account, you will receive up to a $1,000 no-danger first wager. That's right. When you place your first bet in Zen Sports, you can be reimbursed for the amount of your first bet up to a $1,000 maximum if the bet loses. No other sportsbook will offer you a premier sports betting experience with 24/7 customer support and faster withdrawals like Zen Sports. Zen Sports. Betting just got better. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-889-9789. Terms and conditions apply. Must be 21 and up and in Tennessee to bet.
Smiles. These are the healthy smiles of real Delta Dental members. Folks with access to the nation's largest network of dentists and low-deductible plans with 100% preventive care coverage, all backed by over 65 years of expertise. Go online or give us a call to learn about affordable individual plans that meet your needs. 1-855-844-0445.
Thanks so much for joining us here at Mornings on Main Street this morning. Be safe if you do have to get back out on the roads. And if not, have another day of just some fun, snow fun outside. Again, thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.